Hey, Derek, it's good to talk to you. First and foremost, welcome to the PFL. You've been in the same promotion for 10 plus years now. This is your first fight week in the new promotion. I'm just curious, man, is it still possible to get these first week jitters at your age and at your experience level? What's that been like?
Nah, no first week jitters. It's just business as usual. Like you said, I had so many fight weeks, and it's just another fight week for me with a different promotion that, I'm liking a lot.
Your first opponent in the PFL, Ray Cooper III, hasn't fought in almost 18 months. That means he's had more time to rest, more time to recover, more time to train. What's it like for you preparing a training camp for an opponent that you know has had that extra time off? Is there anything different in your approach when you fight someone like that?
Nah, when you've been fighting for so long, it's just about being the best version of yourself. So, like, that's been my focus, and just keep bettering myself. And then I feel that's enough.
Heard that. Thank you so much, Derek. It's a pleasure to talk to you, man. Welcome to the PFL.
All right. Thank you.
Mike.
Derek, welcome. PFL Fight Week. Obviously, you just mentioned this isn't anything new to you. Striking while the iron is hot. First, to just ask, obviously, everyone's been asked today, the merger between Bellator and PFL, or the acquisition of Bellator, that opens up a whole world of opportunities for you going into 2024. With this matchup against Ray Cooper, first and foremost, how excited are you about the acquisition and what a fight with Ray could lead to with all these new opportunities in 2024?
Oh yeah, PFL, Bellator together. A lot of great fighters on both sides. Adding that together is just, endless possibilities, big for the company. And yeah, it's one step at a time. Fight with Ray this week, and after that, we can look at another big fight.
I would be dumb not to ask. Obviously, your management does a lot of great work throughout the business, but to put you into this opportunity with the PFL and then having this new stage really grow coming into 2024, how much or how excited are you for the PFL future, and how much credit do you give your management to putting you in this situation where, in your previous home, it felt like you were sometimes disrespected, not given enough credit and all that?
Yeah, it's a lot of opportunity. Signing with PFL was a great thing for me. It gave me a new motivation, new opportunity. I know what I'm working towards, and, I'm happy to be here.
Last one for me. It was mentioned this week that in 5 years, that's the goal, that PFL will be considered the co-leader of MMA. You fought with who many believe is, the industry leader in your previous promotion. What kind of sense of pride will you carry as you continue not only your career, but a quest towards a title to get your new home to that level of there's no number one, number two, it's 1A, 1B, and the fans can figure out who's 1A?
Yeah, for sure. PFL signing me, they definitely show interest in me and say, hey, I believe that you still have a lot left. So it's my job and my duty to make sure that I reciprocate that and give back to the promotion and put on some great fights.
Thank you.
Mills.
North Carolina. How's it going? Derek Brunson, MMA Locker Room, part of Puff Sports Radio.
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Seems like, a lot of noise is being made about the up and coming event going on this Friday. But tell me, with that being said, how hard is it to stay focused knowing that, you got all that good food smelling around you every single day, all the good stuff, all the yams, all the cabbage, all the greens, all the stuff, and all the Thanksgiving food. How is it to just stay focused on the fight?
Oh, you had to rub it in, huh?
Got to mention it.
We're cutting weight over here, so it's not any of that type of food going on the next couple of days, Probably get some leftovers when I get home. But yeah, just focus on the fight here, cutting the weight, and we'll get to that later.
Got it. And I seen a couple of years ago, you started opening up your own fitness gym, and it seems like you've been doing a lot more training over there and stuff like that. How's the Brunson's MMA fitness gym going?
Yeah, the Brunson MMA gym is going well. We have some upcoming fighters. We have people that BJJ enthusiasts. We have people that's just coming to get in shape. Some moms that want to do cardio kickboxing. So it's going well. It's more of like, my pass down to the community, something good where people can have something to do and enjoy their martial arts passion.
Got it. And last one from me. How did that famous Derek Brunson pose come about? Because that's everywhere now. You got fighters trying to implement it too. How did that Derek pose come about?
It's just one of those natural things, I thought it was funny, and then it just kind of took off from there.
Got it. So we should expect to see that this Friday?
Absolutely.
All right, man. Can't wait to see you fight this week.
Thank you.
Jake.
Hey, Derek, good to talk to you. How's it feel to be at your first PFL fight week?
It feels good to be here at PFL for my first official fight week. Ready for weigh-ins in the morning and then fight Friday.
So out of all the promotions in MMA, why PFL? What enticed you to join and sign with them?
I like what PFL had going on. I feel like they're really making a push towards being the top organization. A lot of good fighters. The season, the playoffs, go out here, win a whole bunch of money, have a little off season.
So safe to say next year we will see you in the tournament. That's the plan?
Yeah, that's the plan as of now.
Awesome, man. And then they're throwing you right to the best. There's no tune-up fight, right to Ray Cooper. So how do you feel like the PFL roster compares to UFC's roster in terms of skill?
PFL have a lot of talented fighters, a lot of hungry guys. So yeah, what's been said, like guys come over from the UFC and haven't done too well. So it just shows that there's definitely talented fighters on this side also.
And then Ray Cooper, as I just mentioned, what are your thoughts on him stylistically and as a competitor in general?
I think Ray Cooper's a talented fighter. He's short, he's stocky, he like to bring the pressure, throw bombs, and I've seen it over and over again. So it's my job to go out there and dismantle.
And then last one for me, you just said you're going to enter the tournament. So overall goals with PFL and 2024 goals.
Overall goals for PFL in 2024 is some big fights and also, winning that $1 million tournament.
Thanks, man. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Jay Christian.
Derek the One Brunson, how are you, brother? It's Jay Christian Gary at Focus Fights Audio.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right, sir. I'm doing all right. Now, two-part question. First off, with this being your first PFL fight coming in after 21 fights in the octagon, 25 fights for Zuffa in total, what has been the biggest difference you've noticed from fighting in the UFC or Strikeforce from, obviously fighting in a circular cage or octagon to now fighting in the smart cage, the decagon, and possibly fighting for $1 million next year?
Yeah, that's what I know about it. Fighting the opportunity to fight for $1 million and fighting in a smart cage. In a couple of days, I'm going to be able to experience that and show my talents.
I see. And the second part of my question is, as someone in yourself, I know that you're getting closer to the big 4-0. You're probably nearing either the end of your career or just starting up a new beginning, as it'll probably happen on Friday. But what do you hope people will learn about your journey as a fighter? And if you do tend to say that this might be your last year as a fighter, what will you hope people will remember about your career if and eventually when you hang up the gloves?
The big fights, the exciting fights, the crazy moments, the crazy knockouts. And a guy who was consistent, who stayed around for years in the top of all the high ranked fighters.
I see. Other than that, man, best of skill to you, even though you probably had the best of skill for you the last 15 years. And I hope you do well on Friday night, man. Welcome to the PFL.
All right.
All right, Corey, finish us off, please.
Hey, Derek, it's great to talk to you. I know you just confirmed about the 205-pound tournament that you'd be fighting in next year, but with the recent acquisition of Bellator and their middleweight champion, Johnny Eblen, does that fight interest you at all?
Yeah, I've been watching Johnny for a while. He's a talented guy. I believe he's undefeated. All fights interest me. There's nothing off the table. So, yeah, new acquisition. First thing first is Ray Cooper, but yeah, all fights I like.
And I believe that you've had 21 fights in the UFC. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Does that kind of put a chip on your shoulder coming to the PFL where you can kind of say, like, none of these guys have been able to stick around for 21 fights in the UFC? I am the guy.
No, not really. I know it's a new task at hand, I'm the hunted now. I've been the hunted for years. I've always been ranked, in the top 10 in the world, and guys always want to come get my spot. So to do that is an amazing thing. But coming over from the UFC to PFL, these guys want to show who they are too. So it's my job to be on top of my A game and come out here and bring it.
Interesting. I like that perspective. And lastly, for me, do you have a favorite post-fight meal that you like to enjoy?
Food, all types of food. No, I don't know. I like spaghetti. So yeah, it sounds really good right about now.
I hear you. I hope you get to enjoy that after Friday, man. Best of luck.